Right, there we go. There should be audio now. Sorry about that. Thank you very much for letting me know about the audio. Thank you very much. But if I haven't already said it, welcome to the stream, guys. How are you all doing? Thank you very much for joining. Please do hit that like button if you haven't already. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Guys, welcome to the preview if my audio wasn't working for that first bit, but thank you very much for letting me know. Anyway, let's get straight into it. So obviously in the last meeting between us and Huddersfield Town, it was a very, very disappointing performance overall. A 2-1 loss, can you believe, against Huddersfield. We can see 2 early goals. Aaron Moy was the star of the show really in that first half, and unfortunately, we did end up only being able to salvage 1 goal through a lovely cross from Liroylita onto the head of Marcus Rashford. But it did end 2-1 and a very, very disappointing defeat. In fact, our first defeat of the season. So, you know, we will be seeking revenge tomorrow. We will want to really pile on the revenge, really want to go for Huddersfield. Make sure that doesn't happen again, especially after losing to Spurs as well. We'll make sure that that won't happen. But as I've seen with Manchester United, it's very cautious to be optimistic, because I was very, very optimistic before going into the Spurs game, and we've come out of it not very well at all. So that is unfortunate, but I think it's better to look forward. It's better to look forward, and the Huddersfield game is the game we are looking forward to, and I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be hopefully a very, very good chance for a few players to prove themselves, and hopefully we can really notch up a very, very good performance, especially after the weekend's results. We really need to make sure we don't drop more points. Obviously after Liverpool and Spurs winning, we lost. They've gained points on us, and this top 4 race is getting very, very interesting indeed, and we need to make sure make sure we stop it from becoming too interesting, if you know what I mean. I've calculated, and a win for us and on Sunday a win for Spurs means that we'll go 6 points ahead of Liverpool and 5 points ahead of Tottenham, and we'll be 6 points clear of anyone in second place. So ultimately, we'll be in a better place if Spurs beat Liverpool at Anfield on Sunday. But we just have to make sure we win our game, and that's what this preview is all about. So I'm going to go through my lineup as well for this game, and I want you guys to let me know in the live chat or in the comment section down below what you would have done differently with this lineup. So I'm going to go with David De Gea in goal. I'm going to go with Luke Shaw, Chris Smalling, and Victor Lindelof. Now, obviously, after Phil Jones' performance, I don't see Jose Mourinho keeping Phil Jones in the starting 11. I do see him putting in a different centre-back, and I would love to see Victor Lindelof get in there. I think he does have a lot of quality, and I think it's been unfair that he's been left out these past few games. He definitely has done very, very well, had some very, very good performances this season, especially against Arsenal, and I don't really know why we didn't play him against Spurs yesterday, but I think tomorrow will be a great opportunity to show Jose just what he's about, and hopefully make him a bit more of a regular in that first team. And then I'll go with Matic and Pogba. Obviously, both players didn't have a very good game against Spurs on Wednesday night, but I think hopefully this is going to be a chance for them to kind of get back into form, hopefully play a bit better, and I do think if those two are on form, then no team in the league is able to stop us. But if one of them is off form, it can really derail our team's efforts. But I'm going to go with Matic and Pogba. And then the 3 in behind Romelu Lukaku, I'm going to go with Anthony Martial on the left. I think it'd be unfair of Sanchez to displace him on that left-hand side and for Martial to go on the right. I think Martial should be on the left-hand side where he's been most effective this season. Then I'm going to put Alexis Sanchez in the central attacking midfield position. I think that Sanchez is more suited to that. Possibly he could go on the right and switch with the other player in this lineup, Jesse Lingard. Possibly those two can switch. Welcome, Crazy Piece of Gaming. But possibly those two can switch. And Up front, I've gone with obviously the man Romelu Lukaku. Hopefully he can get back into form, score against the smaller teams as he does, and get us over the line tomorrow with an important 3 points. So there is my lineup. Please do let me know, guys, what your thoughts are on the lineup. If there's any changes you guys would make to it, and any sort of amendments, any sort of questions you want to ask me about the lineup, why I made certain choices, then please do get your thoughts in the live chat, and also don't be afraid to leave a comment down below. But I'm going to talk a bit about Alexis Sanchez. Now, there's been a lot of debate over the Martial and Sanchez debacle. You know, should Sanchez displace Martial in that left wing position and make Martial play on the right wing? Now, that's how we certainly started against Spurs, and if you look how we started against Spurs, it was not good whatsoever. So ultimately, I don't think Sanchez playing on the left for Martial is the right decision. I definitely think he'd be better coming in off the right, or possibly in a role just in behind Romelu Lukaku. I think that's probably his best position in a Manchester United shirt. And I think he is effective through the middle, you know, because when he is through the middle, he's getting more involved in the play. And when you get a player like of that quality more involved in the play, and, you know, getting him on the ball more, it just creates more chances. And that's what we really need to do. So hopefully we can do that at the weekend. And I think probably in behind the striker would be his best position. And also, I wouldn't want him to displace Martial, because Martial's been playing so well recently. Obviously against Spurs, he didn't do too well, possibly down to the fact that he was on the right-hand side, which hasn't really been his natural position this season. But I think that Martial just been, prior to the Spurs game, was on a form of scoring in 3 consecutive league games. So he was really doing well for us. And I think it's important that if a player is on form, you should keep them in the team and give them more chances to reproduce their magic, really. So, I mean, hopefully we can. Hopefully he doesn't get displaced for Alexis Sanchez. I would love to see Martial on that left-hand side. Now, I picked Jesse Lingard in the team. A few people I've watched a few of the previews, and people are saying that maybe Juan Mata might be on that right-hand side instead of Jesse Lingard. Now, I think it's an interesting choice. Obviously, against Huddersfield and against the smaller teams, Jose Mourinho does like to play Juan Mata. He was a substitute against Spurs, and didn't really have that much of an effect when he came on. But I do think that when he does come play in that right hand side, he does have a bit of an effect. He does have a good effect on the team. Very, very good on the ball. You know, he's very consistent, and I do like him as a player. So maybe him playing on the right hand side would be decent. I put Jesse Lingard in there because I think he's a player that can make things happen. He's always like wanting to go forward on the ball, always wanting to sort of, as I said, make things happen, link up with other players, and that's why I've gone with Jesse Lingard instead of Juan Mata. But I think equally both of them would be applicable in this situation. Both of them would be very, very good to have. But yeah, that's really why I've sort of, you know, pick those sorts of players in those sorts of positions. As I said, I hope Sanchez either plays in a central attacking role or on the right-hand side of the pitch. And then with Romelu Lukaku, I want to talk about him as well. Obviously against Spurs, didn't really affect the game too much. I mean, can you really blame him? He didn't have that much of the ball, to be honest. He didn't really, you know, didn't really get that much service on the ball. And it's unfortunate for Lukaku. I do feel sorry for him. I think he is a brilliant player, and we're just not getting the service to him at the moment. But hopefully against Huddersfield, he can get a few goals under his belt. We can hopefully penetrate the side who really have not been doing too well. I will talk about them in a bit, but they're not in the best of form, and I think Lukaku can really bully those defenders and hopefully get a few goals under his belt. But we seem to be saying this for quite a few times over and over again against the smaller teams in the league. So hopefully he can this time replicate his form and do well for us. Hopefully get a few goals tomorrow. But yeah, I'm going to go on to the opposition now, Huddersfield. So Huddersfield, last time out we played them, as I said at the start of the stream, they beat us 2-1 in a very, very lackluster performance from United. 2 early goals. Aaron Moy was kind of the star of the show, man of the match in the end in that game for Huddersfield. And United didn't show up really for the first half. Got back in it after a goal from Marcus Rashford, but it was too late. We didn't create enough chances, and in the end we got what we deserved, a loss. But But yeah, we'll be looking for the revenge. But Huddersfield coming into this game have only won 1 game in their last 9 in all competitions. So ultimately their form has been pretty dreadful, to say the least. They come into this game with a 3-0 loss to Liverpool at home, so their confidence will not be high at all. So hopefully we can prey on that as well. As of what I know, I think they do have a fully fit squad. And I think there are some players in their team who can cause a bit of damage. As what happened last time, Aaron Moy is a very, very skillful midfield player, very, very good, who can cause us damage. Tom Ince as well, very, very exciting young talent. But ultimately, they do have a few players in there who can cause us a bit of danger, and we need to make sure we're on our best defensive display now. Obviously, against Spurs, we were well past our best defensive display. We were absolutely shocking in defence, especially in those first opening exchanges. So we need to shore that up a bit. Hopefully, with a shake-up in the back four, hopefully that'll make it a bit more solid. Hopefully, we'll be able to find a bit more of a solid partnership. And yeah, hopefully we just don't give them any of those simple chances, because ultimately I've been looking at most of the games this season. Most of the games where we've drawn or lost are down to individual errors, either defensively or attackingly, by the means of not being able to clear the ball, or kind of not being able to finish our chances. Welcome Kangael, welcome to the stream, buddy. How are you doing? Please do leave a like, subscribe if you're new. But yeah, we just, I think most of the times we haven't been doing well this season. We just haven't been able to finish our chances, but mostly it's individual errors. If you look back at the Spurs game last night, individual errors, not being able to defend properly, led to 2 goals. And then if you look at Man City as well, 2 errors from Romelu Lukaku ended up in us losing that game as well. So ultimately, a lot of the games this season that we have lost have been down to individual errors. Even if you look at the last time we played Huddersfield, when Aaron Moy scored, Victor Lindelof actually made an error as well for that. So ultimately, a lot of the goals that we've conceded this season have come from individual errors. So we need to try to keep them to a minimum. Try not to give Huddersfield any sort of easy chances, and we should be able to win the game with the amount of money, the amount of power, pace we have in that team, the amount of talent, raw talent we have in that team. We should be able to win this game. But please keep getting your thoughts in the live chat on what you think on this game. What are your thoughts? Do you think get your score predictions in and things like that, and anything else you want me to discuss on the stream, please do let me know. But I mean, also guys, if you haven't already checked out the midweek debate I did yesterday, please go and check it out. It was a very, very fun midweek debate. We were basically reviewing the January transfer window, so I was very, very gassed about that. So yeah, please do go and check that out. It's on the channel. It's not in the link in the description. Speaking of the link in the description, if you want to go subscribe to all the channels in the description down below, some very, very good Manchester United channels indeed. Go check them out. But I'm actually looking forward to this Huddersfield game. I think we'll definitely do well tomorrow. I don't want to say I don't see us losing, because I said that against Spurs and we got trounced 2-0. But ultimately, I think that, I think I'm a lot more confident going into this game. I think the players will be much more up for it. I think the players will want revenge after what happened earlier in the season. They'll definitely want revenge, and I just think after the performance against Spurs, a lot of those players have a need to prove something, and I think we'll be in the right frame of mind. We want to bounce back straight away. I mean, we have to. With the amount of pressure we've got on us, we really have to bounce back straight away. Kang L says, man, you need subs. Yeah, I know. I mean, usually I get more people in the live streams than this. I think it might be something to do with the notifications, maybe. Maybe there's a bit of a sticky problem with the notifications not going out to people, but I don't know, but there we go. That is the perils of live streaming. But, I mean, if you could help me out with the subs, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But yeah, I just love interacting with you guys. It's the reason why I do this channel. I love interacting with other Manchester United fans in the community. So yeah, please do get your thoughts. Don't be shy. Get your thoughts in the live chat on what you think about Huddersfield Town. This game how do you see it going? What are your thoughts? But I mean, where we are in the league, I think ultimately we need to make sure we keep picking up those 3 points, because very, very quickly, if we keep slipping up like we have been doing recently, then this top 4 race could get even closer by the week, and we could slip down a few places very, very quickly, and we don't want to do that because we've been in second for quite a long time. Now we need to make sure that obviously we keep getting those wins, and we keep putting pressure on Man City, who have probably already won the league, let's face it, but I think that, you know, you still need to put pressure on them. They've got Burnley away, which is a very, very tough fixture, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's going to be, I mean, we need to make sure we just focus on ourselves, keep in that second place position, because I think if we finish second, I think it'll be a huge improvement on last season, and I'll be happy with it. Obviously, I would like to win the FA Cup maybe as well, just to keep up our streak of winning trophies, because Manchester United is all about the history of winning trophies, and we need to make sure we carry on that history. Also, an FA Cup win would mean that we go... yeah, an FA Cup win would also mean that we go level with Arsenal on FA Cups won. So hopefully we can win the FA Cup, and I do think we've got a very, very good chance of doing so this year. I mean, also Huddersfield, speaking of Huddersfield, is also an opponent which we're very likely to get in the FA Cup as well. Now, we've been drawn with Huddersfield or Birmingham. Obviously, they have to do a replay, but Huddersfield is going to be a team which we'll probably be seeing more than just this game. So, you know, maybe it'll be a good time to do a bit of scouting on them. But hopefully we can go over the line and win that game. And I just hope we can get some silverware this season. But for me, I think as a season, how well the season's going so far, I think it's actually going very, very well. We've only lost, 4 games this season. So ultimately, we're not doing too badly. And I think, you know, a few of the negative Man United fans, obviously after that Spurs result, I do understand people are going to be negative. But, you know, I was very negative in my rant, but I think that was kind of the heat of the moment. I was very, very angry after that game. We just didn't show up. If you want to go see my thoughts on it, please do go and check out that video. But yeah, I just think that we need to be... We need to just keep focusing. And I think the season overall has been doing very, very well. Just need to keep being consistent, keep winning games, and we'll stay in second position, and possibly even, you know, I just want to make sure we cut the gap. By the end of the season, I want to be a very, very close gap with Man City, just because it'd be a bit embarrassing if they completely run away with it. I would love it if we could just sort of get that gap a bit closer to Man City, take it to the final few games of the season, and I'll be happy with that, because ultimately, if you look at the points tallies from what we've got now to what we had last season, they are not last season, title winning seasons previously, they're actually very, very similar. But it's just because we keep comparing ourselves to our rivals Man City, and when we compare ourselves, we look well off the pace, but actually in normal season we'll be right up there on the pace, probably about maybe 2 or 3 points off. So I think we are doing very, very well this season. But get your thoughts on how we're doing this season in the comment section down below, and also in the live chat as well. I'd love to read out what you guys have to say on this matter. But yeah, I'm going to get into my score prediction now. Leave your score predictions in the live chat if you are watching, but also please leave your score predictions in the comment section down below. My score prediction against Spurs was drastically wrong. I went with a 3-0 win to United. Turned out to be a 2-0 loss to United. Welcome, Tubes. Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing? Turned out to be a loss. And so my predicting game has been well and truly off at this moment in time. But I'm going to go with a 3-0 win to Manchester United. I think the lads will be up for it tomorrow. They'll really want revenge on Huddersfield after what happened. And Huddersfield are in a really bad run of form at the moment. They couldn't score in a bad house. Although we have been saying this for other games this season, like Southampton and other teams like this. We've been saying it that, you know, they weren't in a good run of form, and we've actually slipped up. But hopefully against Huddersfield, I don't think we will. I think a 3-0 win. I see Lukaku getting on the score sheet. I see Sanchez on his home debut as well getting on the score sheet. I'm very excited to see him get on the score sheet, hopefully, and Martial as well. So I'm going with a 3-0 win, Lukaku, Martial and Sanchez. I really hope that happens. Just, we need to bounce back from what happened last time because it was absolutely atrocious. Crazy Peter Gaming says 1-0. Tubes says 8-0, says let's relegate them. Yeah, 100% agree. We just need to get right in, stuck in there and just absolutely batter them because I really want revenge for what they did for us. You know, turning up for their cup final against us is not acceptable at all. So, I really want to absolutely cane them, put in a really good performance at Old Trafford for the home fans and for Alexis' home debut as well. Tubes' lineup, we went through the lines a bit earlier. Tubes said De Gea, Valencia, Jones, Lindelof, Shaw, Matic, Pogba, Lingard, Sanchez, Lukaku and Martial. So the only change from my one is put Jones in instead of Smalling, but other than that, an unchanged one from mine. I think it is true. I mean, for me, I don't think Jose Mourinho is going to want to put Phil Jones back in the lineup. I think, you know, after his game, I think Jose Mourinho is going to want to take him out of the team, just give him a bit of a rest, maybe, just take him out of the firing line, and yeah, just maybe give Lindelof a chance. I like to see Lindelof get a chance because I think he has been doing well this season. I mean, obviously after the Huddersfield match where he did make the mistake, after that I thought he did definitely grow into the league a bit more. And I think he's starting to adapt a lot more to the league. So hopefully, you know, hopefully he does get a start tomorrow. I'd really like to see that. I put Smalling in there just because I think out of the two, Smalling and Jones and Rojo, I think Smalling's probably the most competent defender. Tube says, to be honest, any team we play out should beat Huddersfield. Yeah, they're on such a bad run of form. You know, at the moment they've won 1 game in their last 9 in all competitions. They're not a team that we should be struggling against, especially at home. But we still need to be on our guard defensively, not to give them any freebies and give them any easy chances. And we just need to be on our A game. Hopefully we can, you know, hopefully we can win that. So there we go. Crazy the game said, I don't think we'll win our next game, Dick. I mean, no, I reckon we'll win it. I reckon we'll win it, mate. I reckon we'll win it. He says 1-0 as well. That was his prediction. Tube says, I'll take a 1-0, but we should be winning 3 or 4-0. Yeah, I agree. We should be, in these sorts of games, we need to be getting that goal difference up. And at the start of the season, if we played Huddersfield at home at the start of the season, then I reckon we would have definitely beaten them 4 or 5-0. But just because we're going through after that Spurs loss, the players will want to bounce back and they'll be really up for this game. And hopefully we can just we can beat Huddersfield very, very convincingly at home. Crazy with the games. Do you think Man City will win against Burnley? I don't think they will, but they're going to win 2-1. Yeah, I think, yeah. Oh, yeah, no, they're not going to burn. Yeah, I think Burnley are a very, very compact side defensively, as we saw when we played them away from home. They are a very, very decent side. And I think Man City will have a few problems trying to break them down. But ultimately, I think Man City will have too much for them. I think Burnley will probably roll over for Man City. Probably go down 3 or 4-0, unfortunately. But it would be nice to see Man City struggle, possibly drop some points in this league, because the more the more points they drop show people how they're not the greatest side in history. Welcome, Daryl Johnson. Welcome to the stream, buddy. How are you doing? But yeah, Joe Weller or KSI? Yeah, I mean, obviously, I may as well just give my thoughts on it. Obviously, the fight is tomorrow. I'm going to go with KSI. I think I want KSI to win. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't really have a reason. I don't really watch them that much, but I just want KSI to win, to be honest. Yeah, I can't do Skype tonight, my friend. Obviously, it makes the stream lag quite a bit, and I don't want that to happen. I want it to be as good a quality for you guys as possible. But thank you very much for joining the stream. Please do keep leaving your thoughts and opinions in the live chat. Tube says, I hope Spurs beat Liverpool or draw with them. Yeah, I do agree. I hope they do draw or lose, or yeah, draw or beat Liverpool. Obviously, because Liverpool are 3 points behind, Spurs are 5 points behind, and I think if Spurs win and we win, it means that Liverpool are 6 points behind, and Spurs will be 5 points behind. So we'll be 5 points within the top 4 at least, but yeah, so I think that'll be probably the better scenario. I do hope the Spurs can do that. But a draw would not be too bad either. Means we gain points on both of them. Manchester United Fans TV says it's gonna be Joe and smash his facing in his car, because it's not like he's gonna be a dickhead. People laughing at him. I mean, obviously, I think it means Joe Weller's gonna win. I honestly don't know. I don't know who's going to win. I think Joe Weller seems more cool, calm and collected. KSI seems to be firing a load of insults, but we'll see what happens. Manchester United Fans TV says 2-0 to Manchester United tomorrow. I'd definitely take that. 2-0 win to United. I think that would be a solid victory. I think it's probably more realistic expectation of how we've been playing so far, and how Huddersfield are no slouch team, even though they're not on a very, very good run of form at the moment. Apparently, Sammy Amiobi scored for Bolton 1-0 against Bristol City. Man United Fan TV, Burnley 2-1. A bit funny, Manchester City loss against Burnley. Are you having a good season? Yeah, obviously, it would be very, very funny if Burnley were able to take points, not even beat Man City, just take points off Man City. It'd be absolutely hilarious. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, ultimately, yeah, we'll see what happens with that. I think that I don't think it's going to happen, to be honest. I think that I think that Burnley will probably get absolutely drubbed by Man City, unfortunately, but I would like to see City drop some points. Dow goes with a 2-0 win as well, agreeing with Man United Fans TV prediction for this game. As I said, yeah, probably a decent prediction as well for the game. Also, guys, if you are watching, please do leave a like on the stream. It'd be absolutely fantastic. Chief said, Dale Mills, we need to sign Higuain, but Higuain would bottle in the Championship. Yeah, I mean, you bottle in League 2, mate. Higuain is terrible. But yeah, I'm just hoping for a good performance. As I said in the title, we need to bounce back from this game. We really need to bounce back. We need to show what Manchester United can do, because ultimately we should be beating Huddersfield very, very convincingly. Thanks for watching, Manchester United Fans TV. Appreciate it. She says Rooney would beat KSI. Remember Rooney boxing once? Oh yeah, the boxing celebration. Classic Wayne Rooney boxing celebration. I think he probably would beat Wayne Rooney as well. Welcome Exchange Gaming 11 Plays. Welcome to the stream, buddy. How you doing? Please do leave a like. But yeah, keep getting your thoughts in the live chat on this game. Obviously, the big preview for tomorrow. The big game tomorrow. Exchange Game says, go away. Go away, Dicker. United won. Alexis Sanchez going to score. I agree. I think Alexis Sanchez is going to score tomorrow. I really do hope he does score tomorrow. I expect it's his home debut as well. The last time he's been in Old Trafford since he did that welcome video. So yeah, hopefully he can score on his home debut in front of the home fans. I think he'll really be looking for that goal, and I think against Huddersfield is definitely a team which he'll be able to exploit. And if he plays in the right position, then I think he'll definitely get the goal. If he gets himself in the right positions, which I don't doubt they'll be able to do. But yeah, earlier in the stream, I was talking about where I'd play Alexis Sanchez. I want to get your thoughts. Where would you guys want to play Alexis Sanchez? Obviously against Spurs, he played on the left-hand side instead of Anthony Martial, and on the right, but I didn't think he did too well on the left-hand side. I don't think he really deserves to displace Martial with the form that he was in. So I am hoping that he plays on the right hand side or either in behind the striker. But I want to get your thoughts on that. Where do you think Alexis Sanchez would play? Tube says right forward. I think I'd agree with that. I think he's much better on that right hand side, especially when he's not displacing other of our players. Welcome Karen Buses Sport. Welcome to the stream, buddy. How you doing? Please leave a like if you haven't already. I think the right forward position would probably be better, coming in off that right hand side, putting balls into the box, and also you know, and also just sort of creating. Karen Buses Sports says striker, maybe alongside Lukaku or possibly displacing Lukaku. I don't know. He also says, I don't think we'll win tomorrow. I think City will win. Yeah, I think City will win tomorrow. I have a feeling that we'll win. I think the players will be very much up for it tomorrow. But, you know, it's weirder things have happened in football. Huddersfield have beaten us before, obviously, earlier in the season. I think, obviously, because it's a home game, I think we've got a bit more of an advantage. So, yeah, I think we'll win tomorrow. But you never know in football. As I've said, you never know. You can never rule out any team. And bigger upsets have happened. Karen Buses predicts the Man City score to be 4-2. Yeah, I agree. I think Man City are going to absolutely dominate Burnley. I just have a feeling that it's going to happen like that. Karen Buses Sports said, I don't think Burnley will win games now. The manager will get sacked. They are going through a bit of a tough spell, Burnley, I think. So far, they're not having a very good spell. But I think Sean Dyche has proven he's a very good manager. A manager who can definitely pull things around for Burnley. Has been very impressive. So yeah, hopefully for their sake they can pull it around. And I hate playing against them because they don't really have many technically gifted players. They're just kind of good defensively and then try and hit you on the break. And you know, they're a really annoying team to play. But hopefully, I mean, it was good that we could beat them 1-0. Unfortunately, the draw at home was not good. We just need to make sure that, you know, we just have to make sure that we just you know, obviously against Burnley, they started really quickly and sort of caught us off guard. Hopefully we can be the ones that start quickly and prevent the quick start like what happened against Spurs. Gavin says you're a dick. Oh, mate. Well, thank you, Gavin. Get Gavin on the show, mate. Get Gavin on the show. I don't know who Gavin is, Tubes. I don't know. But yeah, guys, if you are watching, leave a like if you haven't already. Be absolutely superb. Also, go check out some of the previous videos on the channel. Go check out the debate I did yesterday. It was sort of a 15-minute kind of video thing where I just debated and sort of looked back at a very good January for Manchester United. Overall, very interesting video. So go get your thoughts in the the comment section down below of that one. And also leave a like if you haven't already. Exchange Gaming 11 says play. He said he didn't have a YouTube channel. I deleted it because people were calling a dickhead. You said you fucked up on you ginger fucking prick. Well, I mean, fair enough, mate. I've had worse said at me, but there we go. Yeah, I think you're off your head, mate. You are mental. You are off your head. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, mate. Let's calm down the insults. Calm down the insults, lad. Gavin said you are a ginger prick. Well, I haven't even met Gavin. How does he know I'm a ginger prick? I haven't even met him. Oh, goodness me. I mean, getting insulted from people you haven't even met. I mean, that's a new low, isn't it? That is a new low. Yeah, let's hope we batter Huddersfield Tubes. 100% agree. We just need to put the boot into Huddersfield. We really do. They're an annoying team to face, and I think this is a chance to prove to the Old Trafford fans that we can really put in a fantastic performance and just sort of get more positivity around the ground. So yeah, hopefully we do that. I would love a 4 or 5-0 victory just to show our dominance and, you know, just shut some of the media up who are saying who are criticising our players and things like that. Tube says we haven't won 5-0 in ages. Last time was 5-0 was versus Bayern Leverkusen in 2013. That is so long ago. I mean, that is ridiculous. So hopefully we can do that. We can rack up a few goals. And yeah, as I said, I hope we really batter Huddersfield. See you later, Exchange Gameplays. And also on that note, I'm probably going to end the stream here as well. Thank you very much for everyone who has joined the preview. Please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Also, if you are subscribed and are struggling to get notifications, hit that notification button so you do not miss a stream. But anyway, guys, I do appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. As always, share the stream around on social media if you have it, and I'll see you